Hey Facebook friends, this is Al. I'm a little wrinkly and ashy, so I don't want you all to pay any attention to me right now, but wanted to give you guys my recipe for turkey spaghetti. This is one of my favorite things, and a number of you have been asking me about how I go about making it. So I'm about to start, and so just wanted to highlight a couple of things for all of you who may want to try this. It's real healthy, it's really good. Lots of good protein, minimal fat if you make it correctly. So just here I have a little ground turkey. I have some turkey Italian sausage. Got a little garlic, onion. If you can make your own spaghetti sauce, go ahead and do it. I personally just like Prego, and I usually get some vegetable, chunky vegetable or mushroom or something like that. Whole wheat pasta. I'm not advocating any particular brand, but wherever you can find whole wheat pasta, go ahead and use that. And then I have a little bit of vegetable oil, garlic salt, black pepper, and kosher salt for seasoning if you want to go ahead and use those. But I'm about to go ahead and get started, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute some of my onions and garlic into a little bit of the oil. I'm going to go ahead and brown my ground turkey, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick these in the oven for probably about 20 minutes or so until they get nice and brown and tender. Then we're going to go ahead and slice this up and put this in the sauce, and I'm going to put the sauce in a separate pot in the back just to get nice and warmed up. So just wanted to share that with you, and I'll be back in just a second through the miracle of modern technology to let you see how it all comes together. Thanks a lot. Okay, got my onions, sauteing those, got my sauce simmering back there, got my water boiling. Some people like to put like some oil or whatever in there, the pasta, to keep it from sticking. The only thing I usually do is I add some kosher salt in the water, and I don't use oil until I actually drain the pasta, because that seems to make a little bit more sense, and that's what they do on the Food Network channel. So that's what I use. And in the oven I have my Italian sausage on 350, like I said, for probably about 15-20 minutes. Okay, so I got my whole wheat pasta going over there, and now I have my turkey, my ground turkey, and again I'm using a little bit of vegetable oil just to go ahead and get my turkey nice and brown. What I did with the onions that you saw a minute ago was I sauteed the onions and a little bit of garlic, and then added that to my sauce, and it really does smell pretty good in here right now. So the sauce is just doing its thing, and I'm going ahead and I'm browning turkey. For those of you who may not know, you cook turkey similar to how you cook ground beef. The main difference is because turkey is so lean, you have to add a little bit of fat. So try to do vegetable oil or olive oil, to go ahead and cook your ground turkey. So I'm just going to stir this and keep cooking it until it's nice and brown. Then I'm going to add this to my sauce. Okay, and now I'm going to attempt with one hand to put the ground turkey. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to attempt to do it the whole time, because you see all that extra fat and oil. I'm going to go ahead and drain that off and then put the turkey into the sauce. Check on my noodles, which are still going, and the sausage, which is still in the oven. So once you do that, I've sauteed and cooked it. Everything is nice and brown. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drain all of this extra liquid out. You see that little extra liquid and fat? Drain all of that off, then put the turkey in the sauce and let it simmer. Okay, this is much better. So as you can see here, we have a very nice meat sauce. We've got a lot of turkey in there. If you want to do meatballs and use the turkey, you can definitely go ahead and do that. If you're in the store and you see like just the frozen turkey meatballs, you can use that too. Not a big fan of processed food, so you want to try to use as much just sort of natural ingredients, or as many natural ingredients as possible. But here we have a nice sauce. I'm just going to leave that alone, let that simmer. And our pasta is just about ready, and I'm gonna go ahead and drain those. If you use the whole wheat pasta noodles, you cook them just like you cook regular pasta noodles. The only thing different about them really is they're healthier for you, and when you open up the pack, the noodles look a little bit darker at first, but as they cook, you know, they look like regular noodles. Okay, that's about done. Let me look at these. Those are nice and plump. Those are about done, so I am going to take those out and I'm going to slice those up, and again I'm going to add that to the sauce, and we're going to have just a really hearty sauce. This stuff is good for you. It's quick, it's easy, and so be back in a sec. Okay, got my sausage all chopped up. If it's a little pink when you take it out, don't worry about it, because this is going in the sauce and you're going to let it simmer and cook anyway, so it's going to finish cooking all the way through. So you know, don't let the little bit of pinkness in there get to you. So I'm going to put that in there, and again we're going to go ahead, now that you have everything in here, we have our turkey, we have our sausage and everything. Now you can taste a little bit of it and decide how much of the seasonings or how much additional seasonings you need. And that's where you might want to add a little bit of the garlic salt, a little bit of the kosher salt, a little bit of the black pepper. I have the whole wheat pasta noodles. Since I'm a country boy from South Carolina, I like to just take the pasta, put everything in one pot, stir it up, and let it cook that way. Some people like to have their pasta on the side and put the sauce over it. However you like it, that's how you make it. I'm going to throw everything in the same pot. So I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit, let this simmer, taste a little bit of it, adjust the seasoning, excuse me, accordingly, and go from there. And here you have a nice, big, delicious looking pot of turkey spaghetti. Now, how do you go ahead and take something that's so incredibly healthy and so tasty and just completely ruining it by adding something you don't need, like some cheese, which I'm not going to do. Not going to add that. I am going to sprinkle a little bit of grated Parmesan over it. The other thing that you can do to make this completely unhealthy is to eat like garlic bread. I'm going to throw this back in the freezer because can't eat garlic bread. So if you eat it just like this, it'll be a nice and healthy treat. But if you're not into physical fitness and you don't care, and your kids are hungry, or your husband or your wife's hungry, then go ahead and add whatever else you want to add to it. But this is a nice, quick, easy, healthy meal that I hope you all will enjoy, because I'm about to let this simmer down a little bit, let it cook a little bit more, and then I'm going to chow down big time. So hopefully this will help, at least add something new and different to your recipe repertoire. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.